Ladies and gentlemen, Kevin Crenshaw.
We're here.
And we're going to talk about what you're doing right now.
Okay.
Business. We're going to help people.
And this is what started what I do now. So I'm a relationship coach.
Hell yeah.
And
need more of those. More
right.
advice.
And I started young.
Mm-hmm.
Like first grade young, having a crush on a girl. And I kissed her on the hand at recess one day and got detention. And
that's because he's a squealer, right?
Right. But I got detention and couldn't play at recess for a week. And that taught me subconsciously back then that if I express my love, I get punished. So I shut it down. And that's why I, in my opinion, looking back, I really became a shy kid. Like I didn't talk to girls until high school when I met my ex-fiance, which was my next girl, like my first girlfriend.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah. Funny how those moments, they're so small in retrospect, but they're so impactful.
Massive.
Kids.
Yeah. I still deal with it, like in my body. It's like this hesitation to express love. And, I obviously it's peanuts compared to what it was, but it's so wild.
And you know something, Kev, I think I'm addicted to saying Kev now. It's super
Here
fun.
for it.
It's just fun. Well, let's talk a little bit about what it is you do today.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to tap into the business side of things for a minute.
Cool.
Operations.
I'm in a little bit of a nebulous place with that right now. So it's shifting into something new, which I'm very excited for. We can talk about.
Heck yeah, we're gonna tear it open.
Let's do it. Rip it open.
Like the tiger on your shirt. Let's go. So what have you got going on today when it comes strictly to business?
So right now, I'm booked out a lot of one-on-ones. I have a wait list for one-on-one stuff right now, which is really awesome. I have narrowed in my expertise and my process in such a way where I'm very surgical with the work that I do. It's just basically finding redemption for the part of you in the past that's creating a pattern that's showing up now that you want to change.
Yeah.
And so meeting unmet needs from your inner child or somebody with like a partner that played with an ex, whatever it is, get that out of the body.
It's good.
And get that out of the psyche. So now you're not operating from insecurity anymore. And so
one-on-ones.
A lot of one-on-ones right now.
How do you get your clients?
8 Instagram.
Okay.
So I have 8 running one-on-one clients. That's my max right now. It's about to drop because it's a lot. And then I have a wait list of people that are waiting once somebody ends their container, somebody else joins in. So there's that right now. And then I also have a course that's 6 weeks long that helps women rebuild trust with men and themselves.
How'd you build the course?
I film videos and put it on Kajabi, and then I show up for the Zoom calls.
What did it take to get you to be able to produce that course so fluidly? I created courses back in 2018, 19, right? Yep.
So I have the know-how. I love facilitation.
As far as the content goes, because something tells me when you hit the record button, you didn't need to read a script.
Nope. I had 5 points on a little piece of paper. It said, make sure you talk about these things. And then I just riffed.
And how many years did it take you to get to that point where you can just riff on all those topics so fluidly?
30
years.
I'm 30 now. So yeah. Literally my whole life.
It's your life's work.
I realized like what I was doing in when I was all of the containers, even in group fitness, I was 95% of my clientele has always been women. And not by trying to market that way. It's just what happened. Talking about love and relationships and working on yourself. So, but I was helping these women rebuild their trust in men because they were working with me. And literally just by doing some of this work with a man, it was healing them at a deeper level than it was if they were to gone to a woman coach. And they'd say that. And so I started to see like, whoa, it's kind of like the saying, if the trauma happened in relationships and it heals in relationships, you can't just heal it on your own in a cave.
No.
You have to heal it in association with another human. But the same is true if you're a woman and you have trauma from men, healing it gets to happen with a safe man, and not necessarily in an intimate container type of way, but just even as a friend or as a coach or something, it changes your nervous system subconscious view of men.
Yeah.
And that was happening. And I got to see it and was like, whoa, I've been doing this the entire time. What if I created a course specifically on that? And I started to see how many people were actually like, yes, I want to heal my trust in men because my trust issues are causing a lot of stuff. So it was the stars aligning in a lot of people's awareness and my awareness. And I was like, sweet, let's do this. So I hit up my audience. I said, would y'all be interested in this? Like 70 people raised their hand to that. I jumped on a call with 50 women individually and asked what they would like and how much they would pay for it and what do you want to know, et cetera, et cetera. I saw all the patterns and then I hit record.
That was the market research phase. You hopped on a call with 50 women.
Yep.
Said, what would you pay? What specifically do you?
Because I would have priced, it's only $97. I would have priced it at like 500 if I like what I think it's worth. But there was a grouping of around $100. And I was like, okay, let me just price it that. Now it's easy to sell because it's literally what they want.
Yeah.
So from a business standpoint, market research has changed the game for me because I used to just create based on how I feel, what's in alignment and cool, like what feels most exciting for me.
It's not about you.
Not about me. Business is not about you at all. Business is not about you. It's
valuable principle
about your clients.
Yeah.
So I'm market research phase right now to build a high value container for powerful, successful women. To help them in their love life, and I'm learning a lot because I have those people as clients, but I've never created a container for them, and I'm learning a lot about. Oh wait, I can like the things they're saying they want. I have a lot of expertise in, but I haven't been doubling down on it, and even talking much about it. I'm talking about all this other stuff that they're like, yeah, that'd be nice, but this other thing, and I'm like, whoa, it ain't about me. So business-wise, that's in the transition I'm in right now, and then eventually I'm going to be launching merch and prints and stuff like art and stuff like that. Just more mass market things.
So
just to have fun.
In addition to the principle that we just talked about, and not being about us, there's a few more that come to mind that I'll just bring up. One is come from contribution and lead with a servant mindset. Yeah. So if anybody listening wants to adopt those, not just in their business, but in their lives, it's going to help them, carry them.
Like, yes, what do you want to, like, think about what you want to post, what you want to make, what you want to do. Our society is way too focused on ourselves anyway. So when it comes to your business, it's not about, what do I want to say today? What does my client need to hear?
What's going to help them? What's going to give them value?
Yep. Yeah. And if you can put the focus there, and then marry that with also what's exciting for me to talk about. What do I want to do? That's the magic sauce. And so I kind of found that with my posting style where I like, creating art. And so I'll find these images and I'll put those texts as mine. That's my words.
Yeah.
And so I find it to hit in a way where it's hitting emotions and the psyche beyond just black box text. I'm having fun with it, but it's also what my clients need to hear for them to think a little bit differently about love.
Right.
And so that's front facing mass market what I'm doing. Can I help you think about this a little bit differently? Or can I say something you're feeling in a way that you've never heard it before? It's like, whoa, he just explained this thing like that. That is what I'm going for a lot on social media right now. And then that gets people in the door, so to speak, to follow me. And then they start seeing my live streams or they start seeing other content on my stories. And then they're like, oh, whoa. I actually need to hear. Like I do need to rebuild trust with men, or I do need to work on healing these parts, or I am past all of this healing work and I just want to learn how to evoke the best in men around me. Like that's the work that I'm in now.
Whoa. Freaking hot sauce, man. Man, I bet that when you wake up every day, you're freaking lit. You're ready to get after it.
Yeah. Yeah, and yes and no. There's some days where you're not feeling it. That's just being honest.
Well, of course,
but
we're human.
I'm very
taking on the whole. You've had those. The cool part is I'm gonna bet on this that in the past, since you've tapped into this space of relationships, that you've had those days to where you just feel like, oh, this is what I'm here for.
Oh, 1,000%. And even
that's what I'm freaking talking about.
Even if I fought it,
yeah.
Like, and I have tried to let this go. After my near death, I shut the business down. A lot of my team left, my clients into their containers, and it was just this drought. And I was living on savings for a while, and I was trying to jumpstart shit, and nothing was coming through because I had a lot of shame for how things had ended, and it was this weird time that I was in. I actually tried to let it go and start other businesses, and those businesses fucking flopped, man. So in a lot of ways, I'm like, I don't have a choice in this. I have to do this. This was given to me.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't something that I chose into. I mean, yes, a little bit, but this is God's path for me, if you want to say it that way. This is my dharma. My soul chose this. This isn't Kevin saying, what does Kevin want to do? This shit isn't leaving me. I look back at my life and go, I was sculpted to be this man, to do this mission.
Yeah. Yeah. Your calling in life. Yeah.
So great. I can fight it, or I can fully accept what's chosen me and say, I'm going to choose to go all into this, and I accept all of it.
You know, funny you say that. Chosen me. What's chosen me? I had this conversation twice over the past week about how love chooses us, right? Let's say we find you can date 500 women. You might fall in love with one of them, maybe, right? You can't explain why.
Yeah.
It just is, right?
Yep.
It chooses us. Well, just like your love for what you do.
Yep.
You don't know. You don't know what's going to be right.
Mm-mm.
But you've got to act on it.
And
it's a gift.
And it's also like, is this my life path? Maybe. I have ideas that I want to create other businesses and do other things.
Mm-hmm.
Right now, it's my right now. So I'm giving everything I got.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's going to end. Either I'm going to die or my passion is going to change.
Play your best game.
So the same thing happened in fitness, though, is what I want to get at.
Oh.
When I was in fitness, I knew it wasn't forever. I knew I wasn't going to stay in fitness for the rest of my life. I didn't know what was next, but I said, I'm going to give this everything I fucking got. And thank God I did, because I sculpted the skill sets of facilitation. I completely destroyed any public speaking fears. You know what I mean? I got to really step into my expression.
Yeah.
And that's helping me with doing what I'm doing now.
That's alignment. Big time. We talk about alignment a lot on here. How things pair together.
Yeah.
And we don't realize they pair together until after it's over sometimes.
Right. That's true.
Reflection's important.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Now, holy crap. What else? So you got the one-on-ones. You got the courses.
One-on-ones, and I got that course, and then I'm creating another course. Down the road, I'm wanting to do like a merch store, because a lot of it's been asked. Yeah. People like, I want this post framed, or like, I want to wear that with the saying on a hoodie or something. So that'd be cool. And I've studied drop shipping, and it'd be easy to get into, but I just haven't devoted the time. A lot of what I'm on right now is time. I have poured so much time into my work that I'm recognizing that that's more of the pattern for me. Pour more time into work, I make more money. But I want to make more money working less.
Of course.
So that the ideas can flow through me, because I'm a creative and I'm a leader. And I shouldn't be in the trenches all the fucking time doing everything, which is what I'm doing again right now. And I had a team built up before, right? But I was still kind of micromanaging a lot, and it was weird. So I'm in a different spot, and that's the season I'm moving into. Is I'm about to go on a vacation for a week, visit my best friend up in Seattle, outside of Seattle, and then we're going to spend time in nature. When I get back, I've cleared my calendar where I'm not working more than 4 hours a day, which I'm working 12 hours a day now. Right. So part of me is freaking the fuck out. Like, how is all of this stuff going to happen? But it's going to force me to delegate. It's going to force me to automate. It's going to force me to create systems. It's going to force me to think about it all different. And I'm excited for that, because of the life that I'm going to live and my own fulfillment, right? I have sacrificed for the mission so much, and I'm recognizing how much that mentality was coming from scarcity. And for everybody listening who's hustling, a lot of that hustle, I mean, it's important to know that you can crank at that level, but if it's the only card you have in your deck, you're going to fuck yourself 100%. In the long run. And that's what I've been doing. And so I'm just recognizing, like, okay, I get to play a bigger game. I get to play a game that I enjoy playing. And I enjoy the grind. I like grinding every once in a while, but I ain't going to live there. So let me pull back. Let me create some systems. Let me do this in a way that's creating spaciousness for me, because I don't like how it makes my body feel anymore. And I value that more than the results, than the money, than I helped X number of people. I'm so on purpose. Look at me go, trying to prove something to somebody, like or myself. I don't know. I'm just like, how do I feel? That's what matters to me. And if I'm pulling 12-hour days, exhausted and on burnout again, I don't enjoy that. And nobody's getting my best. So what the fuck am I actually doing?
Right.
And so I had that wake up call 2 weeks ago, and after getting into some old patterns with work, because there's traction again after 2 years off. Literally spent 2 years of not working and taking a break from all this.
Whoa.
And this year I started picking it up again.
And what else I just learned or just became more apparent rather is how fast things can change. The drop of a hat.
So fast. Man.
With a little intention and a little bit of planning.
Yeah.
Boom.
Yep.
It's off. Or it's on. Whatever you want.
Yeah.
It's your choice.
Yeah.
So how do you market to build your business, to get your clients?
Instagram. I right now it's very bootstrapped. I post on Instagram, I go live, and I say, hey, if y'all want more, DM me, and we get on a phone call.
Guys and girls, literally, you can start your business by posting on Instagram.
So
there's opportunity everywhere.
You don't need an LLC yet. You don't need a website yet. You don't need any of that shit. You don't even need a business name.
You need a free Instagram and a used iPhone.
You need and a PayPal link or a Cash App or something.
So open up a bank account.
That's it.
That's it.
I grew to $250,000 a year.
Yeah.
I didn't have a website. You know what I had? A PayPal link.
Folks.
That's it. And I was jumping on calls.
Freaking pound it, bro. I freaking love
I was DMing, and people would DM me. This was before any mini chat, any automation stuff out there for Instagram, man.
This is one of the best stories I've ever heard on this show. This is great.
So I would post to my podcast.
Yeah.
I would post on my make posts. I'd post on my stories.
Yeah.
Hey, DM me if you want to know more. They DM me. I'd send them a Google form that would ask some questions, and then I'd look it over, DM them back. Hey, you'd be a perfect fit for the course. When would be a good time for you today or tomorrow to jump on the phone? And then I'd jump on the phone with them. And that's the sales call, but also a vetting to see if they'd be a good fit.
Yeah.
And then they'd join the course. I sent them the course through Kajabi back in the day, but you don't even have to do that. You can just upload shit to YouTube unlisted and send them the videos that way. And then we would get on a Zoom call twice a week to hold the space of the container. And I launched my course 13 months in a row. I didn't take time off. So there was always 3 months long. So there was always 3 active groups. One group ended, another group would start. So I was holding space for 75 clients sometimes at a time. And that's, again, I didn't have time to do anything else, but just getting those reps in and saying, fuck your excuses and needing to be ready. People are paying for the result. They're not paying for your website design. They're not paying for all the gadgets and systems and shit. I started my podcast from my fucking phone in the voice notes section on my phone, man. And I posted that shit, and people were asking me what mic I was using. I said, my iPhone. This is back in 2017, right? So I wasn't filming my face. I just like to keep it simple and don't think too much about it. And can I get it out? Get the goods out there.
Yeah.
And that's what I'm.
A lot of value just came from what Kevin said. Okay. A lot of folks tend to get ready. They don't take action. Mm-hmm. Use what you got, right? And there's always a lateral option. If you want to do anything in life, there's a way to get there. Just put time and energy into figuring out the puzzle.
Yeah, it's worrying, for lack of better words, more about having conversations, getting clients, and getting them results than having it all look perfect.
Yeah, perfection.
The perfectionism crushes people, man.
Yeah, we want to go. Yeah, I heard Brendan Burchard say a couple months back. He said, "Focus on continual progress, continuous, gradual progress." There you go. Continuous, gradual. There you go.
And see, back then, you mentioned the up and down thing I was in. What I was doing wasn't sustainable, right? And so that's where I'm finding myself now. Even I'm running that same play, and I'm like, fuck. I have a different person now, and I'm like, this isn't sustainable. I did it for a month recently, and I'm like, whoa. Okay, time to shift gears. And so I'm in that space right now of just changing my relationship with work and the systems that I have in place and the people that I have on a team and all of that. And that's very exciting to step into.
Dang.
Doing it different, doing it new. But I got really good at bootstrapping, and I got really good at just shooting and then aiming.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Shooting, then aiming.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Oh, this one. You're going to like this one. A lot of people like to make the right decision. And I think the best entrepreneurs and business owners make the decision and then make it the right decision. That's exactly what you said.
Yeah. It's like nobody knows what the right decision is.
But do something.
Throw spaghetti at the wall.
Go up there.
Yeah.
Take a first swing.
Yeah.
You're going to miss.
I literally tell people to throw spaghetti at the wall for like 6 months.
Yeah.
See what sticks, see what doesn't, try shit, fuck up.
Fail.
Put it out there.
As fast as you can. Fail.
Yeah.
Go for failure.
Yeah. And it's easier said than done, I know, but that's literally how I feel. Shit.
Because the ego and the fear get in there.
And if you think more about your clients than you do yourself, you'll start doing it.
Yes, because they need help.
Yeah.
The servant mindset. Freaking fired up over here. Kevin, how do people get a hold of you?
The Heart Guy on Instagram.
The Heart Guy. I like that.
Yeah.
Wow. That's powerful. I think that it would be great if we could all have labels like that.
Right.
But something on the spiritual side.
Yeah. It's funny. I've ever since I did that, I've seen like the plant guy and the HRV guy and the points guy and the travel guy, and I'm just like,
Eli the travel guy.
We should,
he's coming on my podcast.
Fuck yeah, he's dope.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, we should have the guys. We should have the guys
podcast. The guys meeting. Yeah.
Podcasting and be like, yo, let's all go on a trip together or something. That'd be funny.
Yeah, I like it. Make for a great reality TV show.
Yeah,
we got the travel guy. We got the Heart Guy over here. It's fun. Well, Kevin, thank you so much. Seriously, this is freaking awesome. So many knowledge bombs. Anybody listening to this, I mean, they're going to have a ton of takeaways. So this is exactly the kind of content I like to record here.
Yeah.
And I think you fit the mold for our guest. It's called Austin Elite Podcast. You are the elite because you come from contribution. You have that forward and upward trajectory in life. You're out there to be the light in the dark and to serve. So
thank you.
Kudos to you. And again, thank you for hopping on. Folks, we got Kevin over here. Hit him up, the Heart Guy on Instagram. Greg Carlson, I'm your host. Till next time, stay fired up.
Let's go.
Let's go.